Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to create a scoring system. So for that, we'll have to keep a script that is specifically dedicated to this course, and that should be displayed somewhere on the screen. So for that, what we're going to do is we're going to use this section from the Explorer window, and that is called server script service. So this is nothing but a space where all the information or data related to the players and characters is stored and synced to the online internet system. So the server script service has this plus symbol. Click there and insert a script. And now we are going to delete the built-in print statement and write this new code which uses a function of adding a leaderboard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this script to leaderboard so that uh, there is no confusion. So every time you add a part or a script, make sure that you rename those parts and scripts to avoid the confusion. So here in the code, what I've done is I have used a local variable called board, and it has an object named instance. So every time you create something new, you always use dot new. We'll not get into the details of what is an object, what does instance dot new do, because it would take us ages to learn Lua programming language. And our focus is only to learn building different 3D games, design them and script only those parts which are necessary for our games. So we have learned how to create an event, we have learned how to create functions, variables. We have also learned how to identify and create a touch event. Now what we are doing is we are building a scoring system. For that we will use this instant.new in the local variable of board. Now remember the hierarchy. The board has a parent and the parent has player. So there is another variable called points, which is a local variable limited only to the script, where your integer values are going to be used. So int values meaning integer values, and all these points are going to be stored on the leaderboard or the board, which is in the folder, which is basically a folder. And I have initialized this value to 0. Okay, so this is the initialization, and game.players.player added is nothing but the syntax used to make sure that the game your this entire game has access to the players. We have seen the players section in the Explorer window. So let's just go and play test this code. So when I hit the play button, you will find a leaderboard appearing on screen and showing the current score, which is initialized to 0. Now remember that we have not yet added this event of collecting the points and thereby increasing the score value. So I got stuck here. Let me stop and play this. But on the screen, you see the score has been initialized to 0. So even though I'm collecting the points at this phase, the score will not be updated because we'll have to modify the script further. Let's first check that the score has been displayed on the screen and that is initialized to 0. Now I'm collecting the points, but the score is still 0. Now we'll have to make changes in that. There you go. So let's learn how to do that. How to link the scores to these palettes.